Hello, I'm Miner of Miner & Associates at Keller Williams Capital Properties. Thanks so much for watching today. We're going to review the complete home marketing plan specifically designed to sell your home. Let's begin. When you hire us, you're not just hiring one person, you're hiring a team of people that are going to be here for you every step of the way. As you can see, we've been recognized by the industry on both a local and national level. To put it into context, the average realtor sells about 5 homes a year and we sell over 100. Here's a heat map of the various areas that we have worked with buyers and sellers. As you can see, we're all local. We were born and bred in this area, so we're represented through the DMV. If you get bored, you can read all about me. As I mentioned, I was born and bred here in the DC area. I'm a Washingtonian, born in Georgetown Hospital, went to American University, and went to DeMatha High School, which is the greatest high school ever. But you can read more about me here. And here is the secret to our success. It's our team. So we have our own buyer's agents that are here to specifically work on our listings. Now, the reason why that's important to you is because these buyers are here to take the calls immediately when they come in, certainly within 5 minutes. And what happens is when the average age of a buyer is late 20s, early 30s, they have a sense of urgency. Everything needs to be right now. I call it the microwave generation. It's got to be instant. And these agents are readily available to pick up the phone and say, Mr. Buyer, I can meet you at the home today at 5 o'clock or tomorrow at 10 a.m. Now, the reason why it's important is because if they don't reach us, they're probably going to call another realtor. And another realtor isn't interested in just selling your home. They're interested in selling any home. So they're going to give them a wide net, right? They're going to say, you know what, there's 5, 10 other homes that are right there. Let's see them all. Whereas our people are specifically there to sell ours. Now, the back office team, the admin team, this is our bread and butter right here. Very much like when you go to a doctor's office, somebody checks you in, a nurse does your vitals, doctor does the assessment, and then maybe somebody helps you with the insurance claim. Well, you wouldn't expect a doctor to help you with the insurance claim, and you certainly wouldn't expect the receptionist to do your vitals. We operate the same way. While I could do every job and do it probably pretty well, why not have somebody that can provide you with superior results and service, right? And that's what these people do. We have somebody that's strictly in charge of the transaction, right? All the paperwork, all the contract work, all of that stuff. The reason why that's important is because there are many times we get multiple offers on our home, and we're going to advise you in terms of which one is the strongest. We work very closely with the lenders to ensure that we're well aware of the financials of the buyers so that we can say to you, you know what? This buyer is stronger, but they're going to pay a little bit less. This buyer is not as strong, but they're going to pay a little bit more. That way you can make informed decisions. Most reasons why deals fall apart are because of the home inspection or the financing. The home inspection you can control, right? The financing, though, that's something that we should pick up. We don't want to be under contract for 3 weeks only to find out that the buyers can't purchase. We also have somebody that's specifically in charge of marketing. This person will be here to make sure that your home is literally everywhere that it needs to be. If anybody is looking for something in your price point in this area, they're going to see your home. And every week you're going to get a report that says, you know what, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, this is what happened this week. You had X amount of people that came through, X amount of people saw it online, this is what they said. It's very important for you to get the feedback so you know what's going on in the marketplace. We also have, and this is a great asset we have on our team, is our manager of creative services. This person will meet with you in the home and give you a step-by-step survey or they'll walk through the home with you and provide you with all kinds of ideas and tips to make the home show better, right? Maybe it's decluttering, maybe it's rearranging the furniture. There's so many ideas, whether it's making sure the drapes are always open to ensure that the home is well lit. There are so many ideas to ensure that your home is shown in the best light. We want to make sure that we take advantage of all of them, specifically because we need to have a strong online presence. Over 95% of buyers are starting their search online, and we need to make sure that the photos are engaging enough to capture their attention. And that's what our manager of creative services does. So as you can see, we have people that excel in each of their areas, right? Each of their specialties, and they're all here working for you. Okay, so here we have a little bit of an overview with regards to the process. We don't need to go too far into the weeds on this particular slide, and the reason for that is because we're going to be here for you every step of the way, but here's the process in a nutshell for you. Okay. Again, we've talked about our manager of creative services. This is a value-added service that we provide for our people. Not every home needs to be staged, but certainly a staging consultation will help. If you should decide that you want to go ahead and move forward with staging, that's something we can discuss as well. Obviously, homes that are staged tend to sell faster and for more money. right? As far as getting a return on your investment for things that you can do on your home, well, here's a list. This is a cost versus value form, and I would encourage you to take a look at it. Just as a high view kind of take on it, kitchens and bathrooms, right? Those are big areas. Those are the big things that people use to make their decisions. Of course, price and location are 1 and 2. The kitchens and bathrooms have a strong influence as well. We also have the Matterport technology. We're talking about a 3D tour of your home. Not a moving slideshow of pictures, right? We're talking about an actual 3D tour where somebody could come in, whether they're coming from China, Capitol Hill, Europe, California, wherever in the world they may be, they can literally click on any given room, look up, look down, sideways, and walk through the home, right? This is an amazing technology that really separates us from the rest. Okay, so the marketing tactics we've talked about a little bit. I'm sure you're aware that Keller Williams is the largest brokerage not only in the U.S. but now in the world. Okay, we do have the buyers agents and the showing specialists, which is a big asset as well. Something that we didn't talk about yet is we have outbound sales associates. Many times when people buy a home, they already know somebody in the neighborhood. Plus, your neighbors are already nosy. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not. So what we do is we take advantage of all of that. We actually reach out to your neighbors and we invite them to be part of the process. We more or less turn them into organic billboards, right? We tell them all about the house. We invite them to the open houses if we're having them. And we ask them to help identify their neighbors or help increase the sales prices in their neighborhood, thereby increasing the value of their home. So you can see why it would be beneficial. And plus, they're already very excited to engage because, like we said, they're nosy. We've talked about the creative manager. We do have a monthly mailer that goes out to thousands of buyers, right? Many people have stopped doing mailers because it's old-fashioned and it's expensive. Well, the reality of it is, as less people have done it, we've actually found that we've had a greater breakthrough with it. So we're spending tens of thousands of dollars on our monthly mailers to ensure that we're getting the word out in any way possible. Online advertising, of course, as well. We're spending even more. I think it's actually double the budget that we have for our monthly mailers to ensure that you're receiving premium placement in all the websites where buyers are. So this is a huge advertising and marketing campaign that we have for our homes, right? I think it's going to overshadow anybody by comparison. Now, open houses are critical for us. Whether or not you decide to do them, they have proven to work for us because we do them at a high level. So we find that many times realtors don't want to do them or don't believe in them because they don't do them well. It's very much like when you go clothes shopping and somebody asks you, "May I help you?" Most people say, "No, I'm just looking, thank you." Well, that's what happens with realtors, whereas our realtors are very engaged with the process. We have 8 questions that we're trying to get through, right? A quick overview of them. What's your price point? What's your time frame? How many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what type of house, what else is important to you in a home? Have you spoken with a lender? These are all things that are going to be important to us to identify which buyer is going to be best. So if you have a room full of 10 people that are coming through the door, some are neighbors, some are just looky-loos, as we call them, well, we have to get to the one who's most pertinent to us. And these questions help us filter through who we should be speaking with. If they're not in the right price point, well, we move on to the next one. If they're not looking to buy until next year, well, we move on to the next one. Therefore, we're filtering through the appropriate people. So open houses are great. I would rather have our team be the agent talking to the buyers as opposed to some random realtor that's just going through your house without being able to overcome any objections, right? Anybody can point out granite counters, stainless steel appliances, and that sort of thing, but we're here to overcome the objection. How's parking? Where's the nearest park, right? There's not enough parking or the yard's not big enough. Well, there's a park around the corner and so forth. We're there to help overcome those objections, and that's what we do at a high level. We're also, because of the amount of volume that we do, we've been invited to be part of the Top Agent Network, which is comprised of the top 10% realtors in the area. The reason why this is important is because it allows us to create an enhanced coming soon campaign. Very much like what movies are coming out in the near future, we do that with our homes. We're actually marketing to the top realtors. I mean, it's easier for us to reach out to one realtor who has 10 buyers as opposed to 10 buyers on their own. And we want to make sure that they're prepared with their buyers to make an offer on their home because it's coming soon. Right? Now, here's a very cool feature that we have on our team. We are uniquely set up to appeal to a global audience by virtue of the number of languages that are represented on our team. We have a very international team, but we have a global reach through our systems. Now, it's not enough for us to just put it on the local MLS and hope for the best. No, we're putting it on over 80 MLS systems throughout the world, right? 80 international portals plus, including China, which has 30 million unique visitors per day. So we're not just marketing your home in the local DMV. No. That's not enough for us. We're taking it on a global level, and as I mentioned, we're uniquely set up to do so. We've already talked about the Top Agent Network, but again, it can't be understated. This is not an organization that you just join. You have to be invited into this organization. And again, it's comprised of the top 10% realtors, which we are. And again, it helps us get exclusive access to other realtors who have the right buyers for your home. Okay, the in-depth market analysis we're going to go over. We're going to walk you through how we arrive to the best price point for your home. Now understand, we are not the decision makers here. You are, but we're going to ensure that you make an informed decision. Now, when it comes time to negotiating the sale, you may not be able to tell, but we're pretty aggressive on your behalf. Not with you, but on your behalf. We often joke that you want us on your side of the table, not the other side. As a side note, I was an All-American wrestler, national prep champion, and that competitive juice still comes out at the negotiating table. We're going to make sure we do right by you in that end. So we're going to be here for you the entire process, right? We're offering you complete transaction management, and we're going to be very good at communication. Our goal is for you to never have any questions. We should be providing you with enough information that you should never have to ask. In any event, we will be in constant communication, minimally weekly, in many cases much more than that. You will always know what's going on. Now, this is kind of a soft piece, but I think it really speaks to our culture, and it means a lot to me. Even though we're ranked in the top 1% of all realtors nationwide, we take great pride in our personal relationships with our clients. We have multiple client events a year, and we're selling 100 homes a year, but we always have a couple of hundred people at our client events. The reason for this is not because we're still in business with them or anything, but we engage with our people at such a high level that we enjoy hanging out with our people, and this provides us an opportunity to do so. So hopefully we'll count you amongst our satisfied clients, and you too will be a regular visitor to our client appreciation events. Okay, so here's some marketing samples that we have. We're very active on a high level, especially online. You'll see us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, our website. You would be surprised at how much traction we get with sales on these portals. We also have thousands of people in our database. We have an electronic newsletter that goes out. Your home, of course, will be featured there. And we find great cut through with this. Of course, we have high-end flyers. Here's some samples of our monthly mailers. And we have, a guide to selling your home, and it's all about you. Everything that we're talking about here it's a general presentation, but we're going to identify what works best for you, and we're going to make sure that we address all of your needs here. Okay, and lastly, we like to close with our reviews, right? I think we've told you a little bit about what we think of ourselves. Here's what other people have said about us, and we're very proud about these. So take a look at your leisure. If you have any questions or comments, let us know. Otherwise, we look forward to working with you soon. Thanks for watching.